The sun hung low on the horizon, casting a warm glow over the sprawling city of Rome. The hustle of everyday life felt distant here. In the narrow alleys of the city's ancient heart, the silence was overwhelming, as if the very stones of the city had something to say if only someone would listen. Lucius was that someone. A young scholar with a passion for Rome's forgotten history, he roamed these ancient streets, searching for the whispers of a civilization long past. Every brick, every broken column, every weathered inscription held secrets waiting to be uncovered. But there was one mystery that had consumed him for years, one that danced just beyond his reach. The lost secrets of ancient Rome. He had heard rumors of a hidden chamber deep beneath the city, a place where the most sacred knowledge of the empire had been stored away before its fall. Legend spoke of a scroll, bound in leather, that held the answers to questions that had plagued scholars for centuries. Lucius had spent years tracking down fragments of the legend, piecing together clues from forgotten scrolls and ancient texts. Today, he was closer than ever. But Lucius, ever the romantic, could not help but dream of what he might find. The key to Rome's greatness, the forgotten wisdom that had once propelled it to the heights of civilization. Perhaps it would be there, waiting for him, just as it had waited for so many others. His heart raced with anticipation as he approached the entrance to the underground vault. A dark, weathered door hidden in plain sight beneath a crumbling basilica. The shocking revelation. The moment Lucius stepped into the vault, a wave of cool, musty air hit him. The space was larger than he had imagined, an entire underground chamber, with walls lined in ancient stone and shelves filled with scrolls and artifacts. Yet, amidst the clutter, there was an overwhelming sense of emptiness. The chamber seemed untouched, frozen in time, as if waiting for someone to discover its secrets. But then, as his eyes scanned the room, a shadow flickered in the corner of his vision. He turned quickly, his heart pounding, but saw nothing. His breath quickened and a sense of dread began to creep over him. Was someone else here? Was he not alone? Suddenly, a voice echoed in the stillness, a voice he knew all too well. "Lucius, you shouldn't be here." He spun around to face the speaker, his mentor, Marcus, standing in the doorway. His expression was grim, his usual calm demeanor replaced by an unsettling tension. Lucius had always admired Marcus, trusted him like a father. But now, for the first time, something felt wrong. The man he had followed for so many years now seemed like a stranger. "What are you doing here?" Lucius asked, trying to steady his voice. "I could ask you the same thing," Marcus replied, stepping into the room, "but I already know." Lucius's mind raced. Marcus had always spoken cryptically about Rome's lost history, but never like this. His eyes flickered to the shelves, to the scrolls that were scattered around, and then back to Marcus. "You knew about this place," Lucius said, his voice barely a whisper. "You knew about the secrets, didn't you?" Marcus's face hardened. "You don't understand, Lucius. You never did." Emotional struggle and betrayal unfolds. The air thickened with tension. Lucius's mind spun, trying to make sense of what was happening. Marcus had always been the guiding force behind his research. But now, as he stood in this ancient chamber, surrounded by relics of Rome's greatness, he felt something shift deep within him. Betrayal. The realization hit him like a blow to the chest. "All this time, you've been using me," Lucius accused, his voice rising in anger. "All these years of teaching me, of leading me to believe we were uncovering history together, and for what? To keep these secrets for yourself?" Marcus stepped forward, his expression unreadable. "I didn't want this for you. I didn't want you to find the truth." Lucius recoiled. "What truth?" "The truth about why Rome fell," Marcus said softly. "The truth about why the secrets were hidden in the first place." His gaze dropped to the ground, as if he could not bear to meet Lucius's eyes. "There are things in this world that are better left forgotten." Lucius's head spun. He had always believed in the nobility of knowledge, in the idea that the truth no matter how painful, should be brought to light. But Marcus's word, they carried a weight Lucius wasn't prepared for. The betrayal stung. He had trusted Marcus. They had been partners in this quest. Why? Why didn't you tell me? Lucius asked, his voice trembling. Marcus's eyes flickered with pain, but his resolve remained. Because the truth would destroy everything. You'd never be able to handle it. The confrontation. The room seemed to close in around them. Lucius felt as if the walls themselves were bearing down on him, each word from Marcus twisting the knife deeper. You've lied to me. All this time, Lucius shouted. His chest tightened with anger, betrayal, and a deep, aching sadness. What did you expect me to do with this knowledge, Marcus? Just walk away? Pretend nothing's changed? I never wanted this, Marcus said, his voice barely above a whisper. But it's too late. You've already uncovered it. There's no going back. Lucius's hands clenched into fists, his entire body trembling with the weight of the realization. What have you done, Marcus? For a moment, they stood there, the two of them locked in an emotional standoff. The vault seemed to hum with energy, the weight of the past pressing down on them both. I'm sorry, Marcus said, his voice breaking, but I have no choice now. You'll never leave here. None of us will. Lucius stared at him, a cold fury boiling inside him. He didn't know whether to feel pity, rage, or fear. You were never my mentor, he spat. You were just a man trying to protect a lie. The aftermath. The room was silent now. The confrontation had ended, but the consequences lingered like smoke in the air. Lucius stood alone, the secrets of Rome, of Marcus, clinging to him like a shroud. What did he do with all this newfound knowledge? He had come here seeking answers, but now those answers only raised more questions. The truth had shattered everything he thought he knew. Lucius left the vault, stepping back into the light of day. The air outside felt different, fresher somehow. The weight of his discovery remained. But there was something else too, a new understanding. He realized now that some truths were too dangerous to uncover. Some knowledge was better left buried in the past. Looking back at the dark entrance to the vault, Lucius knew his life would never be the same. The past was a shadow that would follow him, no matter how far he ran. The weight of knowledge. As Lucius walked away, his mind heavy with the secrets of Rome, he wondered, what happens when we uncover the truth? Is it worth the cost of everything we hold dear? Or are some things meant to stay hidden, forgotten by time? What would you do if you discovered the greatest secret of all? And there you have it, the lost secrets of ancient Rome, uncovered, twisted, and forever changed. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of history, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more mind-blowing stories and hidden mysteries from the past.